Hey, this is Sebastian from SocialAnxietySolutions.com. I'm a former social anxiety disorder sufferer and a social confidence coach. And welcome to Testimonials Tuesday. And today I'm in a special location. I'm here in Bali. I thought I would make it a bit more social. And I'm going to read to you the first of a series of stories that I'm going to be sharing on both this channel and as well as my podcast, because if you're not on my newsletter, you didn't hear this story, but a bit of a backstory. A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I was listening to Tim Ferriss interview Brene Brown on his podcast, and he asked her something along the lines of, hey, how come you're so popular? How come people relate to you so much? How come they're such enormous fans of your work? And how come they get so giddy when they meet you? And she initially said, well, I don't really know. But as they dug a bit further, she said, I think it's because they can relate to me sharing my struggle and me sharing my pain. And, I've done that personally already. I've talked about my story a fair bit, many different videos. So I thought it would be interesting to hear from people who are still in the struggle of social anxiety on various parts of their journey, either completely in it and have not made any progress yet, or already have made progress. And so far, I've got a bunch of stories, and I'm going to tell the first one to you. And, I'm doing this on Testimonials Tuesday, so it's kind of like a testimonial. So here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to read this to you. Let's see how we're going to do this. All right, so here we go. Ever since I can remember, I've had a fear of people. In my teens and 20s, I tried drinking and any kind of drugs to calm my anxiety. It almost killed me. I dropped out of college because I just couldn't go to class. Luckily, I got a decent job through a friend. In between brackets, I never have gone out to look for one on my own. And I stayed at that job for 38 years, even though I hated it. By the way, I'm 35 and he stayed at this job for 38 years. Wow. Anyway, my coworkers were my only social outlet. Luckily, a few of these became good friends, my only friends. Social anxiety really is a prison. Years ago, I found Gary Craig, who's the founder of EFT. I found his borrowing benefits DVDs, and tapping along with those DVDs really calmed a lot of my anger and other issues. Enough so that I could stand in line at a grocery store without the sweat running down my face. So I knew that tapping worked, but I still had social anxiety. Well, I found your tap-along coaching sessions and wow, what a great help. Thank you. Acceptance is the key. And thanks for stressing that it takes a while, because I would feel great, then some anxiety would creep up. But I kept tapping and I'm amazed at my progress. It's been 3 months. Heck, I can even write this letter without freaking out. Thank you for putting this out there and doing this work. Much gratitude from the Burke. Tom from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States. Tom, thank you so much for sending in that message. Very happy to hear about your progress. Really cool. And thank you for kicking things off. You're the first one to share your story like this, and I really appreciate it. And a lot of other people can relate to that. So that's very helpful. Also, thanks for letting me know where you're from, because that's kind of part of this. So if you're listening to this and you're like, hey, I want to share my story as well, either when you're still completely in suffering or whether you've made some progress as well, either is fine. Because if you're still completely in suffering, you haven't made any progress yet, people will be able to relate to you. And if you've made progress, even if it's just a bit of progress, that's inspiring for people. So, I want to create more awareness of social anxiety, and I want to help people get that they're not alone in this struggle and that there are solutions out there. So, thanks everyone. And if you send that story in, you can send that to Social Anxiety Solutions VA from Virtual Assistant at gmail.com. And then I will get to my friendly assistant Leah, and she will forward all of the stories to me, and I'll pick one and I'll read that out to everyone. Okay? So thank you very much, and when you send in that story, please let me know your first name and the city where you're from. As my food is arriving, thank you. we're ending this here. So thanks for now. This was Testimonials Tuesday. Sebastian from Social Anxiety Solutions. Bye for now.